recommend reading this book called Choose Your Enemies Wisely by Patrick Bet David. Essentially, it's a business planning book that describes that there's two aspects of running a business, and you can't really survive without either of them, with only one of them. So there's the emotional side, and there's the logical side. And that's why the title is called Choose Your Enemies Wisely. Because people mainly overlook the emotional side. Like sure, there's logistics, there's formulas, but with the emotions, like it makes your work authentic. It actually gives you the energy to work. Funny enough, it makes work feel like it's not work. To be honest with you, and throughout this whole book, it's very interactive. Like he gives a lot of lists. He gives you a lot of questions. Basically, you're gonna be writing notes throughout this whole book because he's give you the tools to plan out every detail of your business plan. Not just like the logistics, of course, but like what motivates you. You know, how can you authentically present yourself, your values within your business? The main thing you're gonna come out of this book are the 12 building blocks. I will explain that later. But essentially, for the 12 building blocks, there's like 6 levels, and each level has an emotional and logical component. All right, before I explain like how I built my own business plan with the 12 building blocks, I'm in this app called Cortex. I write it down in my book section. But basically here's how I write down the summaries of each chapter. I'm not gonna go over each chapter, but it's really good to take notes in this book because I think you're gonna use this book every time your businesses evolve. So right now I'm a freelancer right now, but I'm pretty sure once I start building a team, once I start expanding, I'm gonna keep on going back to this book. Here's my business plan. First two components are enemy and competition. He basically describes enemy as someone you want to crush, someone you want to defeat, someone who opposes you. My main enemy is the media industry that like pushes lies and misguides young men. For competition, I'm trying to create animation myself, trying to inspire young men and actually give them correct information. My competition would be other self-help YouTubers and other animators. Indirect competitors would be apps and meme pages, basically anyone who's trying to just suck up your time. And then he describes will and skill. Will is why you have to succeed, while our skills are basically the means to do it. With will, I have to succeed because the animated works, anime, other shows today, like I think they produce losers. I think they teach us the wrong lessons. I don't think they teach the truths to the world to actually achieve your goals. I think they show you how to be passive, how to be self-sacrificing, which it can be a good quality, but I think people sacrifice too much these days. I think young men today are too submissive. But the skills of it, here's what I like: 3D animation, self improvement, and marketing. I am skillful in these 3 categories. That's why I think with these things combined, I can actually create art that influences the young men to actually be better. It's basically showing you the means of doing it, the actual skills you need to learn, you already have, etc. And for the third level, we have mission and plan. Your mission is what you're fighting for. Like I said before, I'm fighting for these young men and boys who have no guidance and are who only rely on media or rely on fathers that's basically been indoctrinated by the media. And the media lies. It tells you so many it tells you so much BS that harms you rather than help you. Like it makes you submissive. It doesn't make you assertive. Society today is the way it is because young men, not men in general, don't know how to take control and do what's right. I'm gonna crusade for embracing masculinity, and as I said before, I hate that our image industry is dominated by weak and submissive ideas. Of course, I hate lies, manipulation, censorship. Like I want the truth to get out there, and for some reason, the truth seems to be offensive. Like it seems to offend people that like men we're valued by simply what we produce. We don't have any inherent value. So if you go out into the world just thinking that things are just going to be fine, people are automatically going to care about you, you will fail. Your plan is just simply what you're laying down. So there's a SWOT analysis. I'm sorry, I forgot what the acronym means. Oh yeah, that's what it means. It means strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So basically, just analyzing your own skills, analyzing your weaknesses, and then kind of figure out how you can monetize or build your business. and like kind of like take account any threats of your business. For the fourth level, dreams and systems. I love this one because you can think more selfishly in terms of dreams. Like for me, this is my bucket list. I want to celebrate a marriage on a mega yacht. That is my dream. I want to achieve the highest reward for an animated film. I want one day, like, I want to go on a date with three girls simultaneously. That sounds crazy, but I mean, I don't think it's really crazy at all. I can see that in the future. And of course, just write down your dreams, write down your bucket list, have something to look forward to. Throughout the book, he kind of explains that one of the key factors that keep you motivated throughout your whole journey is rewards. At some point, you need to reward yourself. Of course, you have a bigger goal of like helping others, but if you don't reward yourself, you're gonna feel stagnant. Like nothing in your own life will change. You need to reward yourself throughout the process. And of course, make your dreams visible. I actually made a short video about that, how I made my TV into like a vision board slideshow. Your dreams need to be constantly on your mind. Like it's constantly on my mind with my TV. I feel myself actually being the person before I'm actually become that person, if you know what I mean. And you have systems. Systems are basically the habits you simply have. I basically optimize my schedule so I can upload 3 videos a week. I want to start creating one art piece per week. And I want to start taking 3 calls per week. These are the systems you should be doing repeatedly to basically get your business running, like get it flowing. Now for the fifth level is culture and team. So culture is basically kind of like the combination of the principles, values, and the behavior of you and your teammates. I don't have a team yet, but I do know I'm a very critical, direct, and honest person. I can't imagine like being in a workplace where you can't really express yourself. I want that above everything else when I create my team. I just want directness, I want honesty, and I want people to be critical of me. And I kind of figured that out. Like to actually cultivate this culture, you have to start from yourself. I can't just ask people to be critical of me. I can't ask people to be honest with me. I have to be critical, direct, and honest with them, and that gives them permission to do the same with me. And that's like a good point he made in this book. Like culture starts with you. If you if you say like your team should work hard, you should achieve your dreams, but you don't really do much, you don't work hard yourself, they're not gonna take you seriously. They don't People don't follow your words, people follow your actions. And I'm pretty sure when work with me, like I will bring you to reality. Like I said, I'm honest, I'm critical. I bring people to reality. If you're if you're complaining about your weight and I've seen you eat 13 donuts yesterday, I am going to call that out. I will If you work with me, you will not live in delusion. And for team, team is basically the positions you filled, the skills that you lack or the skills you need to offload to other people. When I'm creating animations, like I'm not very good at SFX or music, so I would definitely find a rock star with that role. And the big one, vision. Vision is basically what fuels you throughout the whole thing because you cannot accomplish. It's not like a one-time thing. It's not a goal per se. It is basically what you do. So I guess to explain it better, I want my customers and I want my teammates to know like they're competent of doing great things. The culture, the media, they kind of condition young men to be submissive. They kind of reduce them down to just simple as tools to be used by something bigger. I think people are very, 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 very competent. I think it's just that media and like society just boxes people in. I think people are so much more competent than they believe. My principles, my values are honesty, eager and unreserved feedback, and being the best version of yourself. My non-negotiable is basically pushing other people down and make yourself feel high status. I'm a very prideful person. If I'm the best, I will be cocky about it. I don't really like to hide it. I don't like being humble. I like to let people know I'm the best. But I don't like being the best by shitting on other people. When I reach a certain level, I want to bring people up with me. I don't want to just make myself I don't want to make myself feel better by pushing other people down. I don't like that at all. You need to have like strong principles. And for the final one, capital. You need to figure out how to simplify and package your vision into a presentation so you can recruit employees, so you can ask for investment, so you can ask for capital. You don't really sell people necessarily what you do. You sell people on who you are and what you believe in. So that's why these things are pretty intertwined. You have to explain your vision in a way that sells other people. You can't just say that this will get you more money. It can be a stock goal. You need to be able to accurately portray your vision to other people so they can clearly see it. And then they'll want to join the cause with you. I'm not really doing this book enough justice. Read it, go through it. There's so many points where he asks you so many questions about your vision, your goals, etc. I can't just give you a summary and then you just learn everything. This is an experience. You have to you have to go through this book to figure out what you want in life and how you can actually accomplish it. It made me more clear in my dreams. It made me clear how to accomplish it and how to expand. If you're lost or you already have a dream but you don't really know exactly the first few steps, I highly recommend this book.